Wait, it's recording?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, you intro.
Alright, so today we're going to be doing something a little more interesting and a little more different. Here joining me today in this video is my little brother Gabriel. I am personally a kind of like mid-hardcore fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. I wouldn't say I'm like the biggest fan in the world of this franchise, but at the same time I'm also like enough into it and understand it because of my little brother Gabriel that now I'm kind of like I'm in, you know. I'm like that middle tier FNAF fan. But I need help. So I brought in the expert Five Nights at Freddy's fan in this video.
The man who has read all the books.
All of the books. He has read all. I was gonna name them, but honestly, I probably missed some of them.
I've read all the Fazbear Frights. I've read the Silver Eyes. I've read the Twisted Ones. I've read the Fourth Closet. I've read the graphic novels of all of those. I've played all the games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pizzeria Simulator, Ultimate Custom Night, Help Wanted, Security Breach, which is the game we're talking about in this video today, and FNAF World doesn't.
Man, you just took it away, man. Good job. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. So Gabriel is the mega fan. So I brought him in for this video so he can tell us his thoughts on Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. I have to apologize. Today we're not on camera. We're gonna do it a little different. So instead, what we're gonna try is we're putting up a bunch of Gabriel's gameplay footage on screen for y'all to watch and enjoy how interesting and amazing it looks. And as you're watching that, you'll hear our voices. So this is kind of like is this a review? Would you call this a review? You think your thoughts are going to be in-depth enough to be a review, or should we call this an impressions?
We'll do it later.
No. What do you think? Like off the bat, I'm curious.
Well, I mean, I've done everything there is to do, like main story.
Basically, how deep do you want this to go? So you thinking kind of mid to high?
I'm thinking this is a review.
All right, we're going full on review status, guys. We're gonna try. Okay. All right. So, Gabriel's just gonna kind of talk, and I'm gonna kind of guide him through it. You know, I'll ask questions that maybe you all at home are wondering about the game if you've not played it yet. We played it on Xbox, or I should say Gabriel. I should say he played it on Xbox. I've just kind of been watching a little bit, like here and there. Like he'll be just playing it, and like I'll watch him play a little bit of it, or like I'll see some stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of interesting. But like I don't know a whole lot. I really don't. I watched the trailers, and I've seen, like I said, just a little bit of Gabriel's gameplay. But anyways, so first kind of question to sort of...
Actually, quick side note, spoiler alert!
Oh,
spoiler
good
alert.
idea. Yeah. Good idea. Spoiler alert. If you haven't played it yet, well, Gabriel, don't you think, like, you can try to avoid spoilers until...
I mean, I'll try my best to try to avoid, like, some big stuff.
Yeah, we'll try to avoid big stuff. Maybe later in the video we'll talk about that, but
or
right now...
maybe we could have, like, a timestamp.
Yeah,
for when we, like, talk about
like,
it.
Alright, so first part of the video, let's not do spoilers, okay? Okay? No spoilers. Okay. And then later we'll do those. Okay. Alright. So, first kind of question to kind of get us started here that I was kind of curious about myself is... what do you think about the game in general? Just in general, is it good? Is it bad?
I mean,
why?
It's probably middle of the road. I mean, like the graphics, they're fine. The story is actually kind of interesting because I technically beat the game, but I'm still going with it. I'm getting all the endings, multiple endings in the game, but the gameplay is very hard. It's a hard game. If no one knew that, it's a very hard game. And it will crash sometimes if you're in a room with like a lot of things loading and you just like look at cameras or something.
So that's a good point to make. So you're saying the performance. I've seen a little bit like it would load sometimes when you entered like a new area. It had like a little icon and it would like pause for a second. Is that like throughout all the game?
Yeah, but it's not very often. Most of the time you can just walk into a place, but it will do that. It's only like a second.
Oh, it's only if you're like going through somewhere then.
Like a big
place. Okay. And then like your game's crashed a few times, hasn't it?
Actually once.
Once?
No, wait, twice.
No, it was at least twice.
Make that twice.
Yeah.
It just loaded in too much again. It just loaded in so much.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's not really. I mean, it was only twice. It wasn't that bad. Are
you defending it?
I mean, the only thing I'd have to say is that I would have to restart, and yeah, that is a little upsetting.
Yeah. Don't you think like maybe this game shouldn't do that?
It shouldn't crash. It wasn't meant to do that.
Yeah, like it shouldn't be crashing.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. You can't do anything about it. It just happens, and you do it, and you're like, oh man, I gotta restart.
Need more time in the oven.
Yeah.
But anyways, so another question is how's Freddy in this one?
He's cool. He's Freddy.
He's Freddy?
Yeah, he's Freddy.
But he's your friend in this one, right?
Yeah. He like helps you out and stuff. And like it's just like it's cool how when Freddy and Gregory are talking to each other, like some of the dialogue is actually funny. Like you'll hear like a comm go off of Freddy. It's like him talking. It's like he sounds like an idiot, and then Glamrock Freddy's like, I don't sound that annoying, do I?
So there's like some good banter going on.
Yeah, good banter going on.
Good back and forth.
Also, it kind of like makes I'm not really that scared anymore. I got him by my side.
So it kind of takes away a little bit of that fear because you're like, man, I got my buddy.
Still has fear though because they have to take him away at some parts. He's like, I can't go, man. You're on your own.
You should tell us about that. What is this a scary game?
It's Five Nights at Freddy's.
How scary is it though? Like, is it scary? I know it's scary. Like,
it's like,
but is it like scary, or is it just like scary?
Some scenes, like chase scenes, I'm like, turn.
Oh, that's pretty scary.
But like, if you just see them running towards you and you just get jump scared, it's like.
Yep, salute until you die.
It's just like, it does break away from the older ones. The older ones were a lot scarier because you're stuck in place. You couldn't move anywhere.
Right.
But like in this game, I'm like, oh, it's coming towards me. In the old ones, I couldn't do anything about it unless I click something. But in this one, I can just kind of like turn, like go around it and hide.
Yeah, break some ankles.
Yeah, I do that a lot. It's very easy.
So what do you think about this kind of move for the series to go more free? You know, you can walk around. You know, you can explore and it's free roaming kind of thing. Like, what do you think about that? Is it a good idea or is it not so good?
Again, I think it's middle of the road. Like, if they could integrate it into like the old ones, maybe like you're in an office and you're like, oh, I have to do this objective. You get out and you have to go do it without like dying, and then maybe you like run back in the office and you're stuck in place again. I think having like a mix of both, like just having an open world, it gets rid of the fear a little bit, and then the old ones, I kind of want to walk around a little bit to break some of the fear. It's like we need a steady balance of too much fear or not that much fear. So like having both, I think that would be very cool.
That's a good point. So as it is, with this game, so I know you got annoyed. There was one particular part that was really bad for you. Why don't you tell us about that?
Well, basically, I don't want to spoil it. It's just like you have to like do an objective in this certain room. I'm really trying to be vague here because it does have a lot going to it. Like, basically you have to activate like levers, and like basically you have to like. There's a bunch of holes in the walls, and like there's an upstairs and downstairs 2 animatronics. I'm not gonna say who. One's upstairs, one's downstairs, and a complaint people have been having, and so have I, is that they will literally camp. They will literally camp in one spot.
Oh man.
So like I'll hide, and they'll just be like.
They'll just sit there.
So literally, and then I get out and I get jump scared. And another thing is that like they're crazy fast. Like you barely outrun them.
Mm-hmm.
You have to like activate. It's like You have to activate a lever to activate the rest. You can't activate those until
In
you activate
order.
that one.
And they know it, so they can't.
Yeah.
And then there's the security bots running around trying to catch
Yeah,
you, right?
staff bots. They suck. Basically, if they catch you, they won't kill you, but they'll alert an animatronic that can kill you, and they'll teleportation one right behind you.
You can probably talk about like what the animatronics are. People would see this from the trailers and stuff.
Yeah, probably. There's nothing really different. It's just like Monty the alligator, Glamrock Chica. You got Freddy, and then you got Roxy. Roxanne Wolf.
Which one? Alright, so which one's your rank them? You should rank all four.
By design or how they were in the game, like how hard maybe they were, because they do have like their own traits in the game.
I would just say about like design and stuff, maybe character.
Oh, if we're going design and character, I'm going Monty all the way.
Monty's your favorite?
He's the only one that has star-shaped sunglasses.
Yeah, that is pretty rad.
And also, his design's very cool.
What would be after that?
Freddy.
Freddy?
Yeah.
And then?
Glamrock's my least favorite. Glamrock Chica's my least favorite.
Least favorite. So Roxanne Wolf
yeah,
is third.
probably. Because she's like new. She's new. Chica's not new.
Yeah. I see. Cool. Nice.
Now, I think it might be time to get into the spoilers.
Oh, I like the way you think, brother.
So,
Tell us some spoilers.
skip to the timestamp of the end of the video for the conclusion.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll figure it out
I'll put
later.
a timestamp on screen. Go to this if you don't want like the in-depth story / game spoilers.
Yeah.
Go to that time. You see the time? See the time right now? On screen?
Go to it.
That time.
Go to it. You
As
skip
Gabe
to
said, go to it. Skip to it. If you don't want it spoiled. If you want to play this game for yourself, I'm serious. Skip there. Anyways. Gabriel.
And
Continue.
okay. So what do you think I should go over first?
Tell us some story.
Some story?
Go deep, man. I think just go
Okay,
deep.
okay.
What do you like? Don't just like
Say the
say what it
story.
is, but like tell us like what was shocking? What was some shocking moments for
Shocking
you? You know,
moments?
like what got you?
Probably.
What was hype?
Okay, what was hype? Definitely the cutscenes when you start like a boss battle with one of the
Oh,
animatronics.
so it's boss battle.
Yeah, and there's cutscenes.
Oh.
Fully voice acted, by the way. I forgot to say that.
I'm all about that.
And like some hype moments are like, I can say in the mission now, the really hard one. You need a head for a dummy for some reason, and you put it. The dummy's on a car. You put the head on him, and then you can drive it. It's just I don't know why. Just don't ask. It's just you can drive it now. You drive in the Roxanne Wolf like area. She's usually there.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll jump out, like this is a cutscene playing, you're driving first person, and then like Roxy jumps on the road in front of you, and you have like a spin out, you like spin out your car and you're on the ground, and then the car is like spinning and smacks her, and then it does a double take slow-mo every time.
Oh man.
It's very cool. And throughout the game, you find these like gates and stuff that have like the animatronic symbols on them, like Chica will be on one.
I remember that.
And basically that means you need an upgrade. And what you need to do is that you need to take out each animatronic and take a part from them so you can put in the Freddy and make an upgrade to get through the gates.
Oh.
Like, that's why you take them down, like hitting one with a car. Like,
yeah.
For example, Roxy, after you take her down, she's super like mangled and creepy. You take her eyes, and because you'll put her eyes into Freddy, and it'll give him a new skill. But the bad part is that once you take the part out, I'm pretty sure they come alive again. And yeah, with Roxy, she didn't have eyes, and like it was a really cool stealth scene.
I did see a little bit of that. That looks scary.
You had to like crouch around, and that was cool. And like Chica, you take out her voice box, so her sound effects are literally just garbled metallic sounds.
Oh man.
And her mouth is gone. It's just like teeth, like metal like blades.
Oh, that's scary.
And then Monty, you take his claws, and his bottom half gets ripped off.
Interesting. So it kind of has that element of, like you said to me before we recorded this, Metroidvanias, where you go and you collect
to get to a new place.
Get to a new area. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. That's a new idea for FNAF. You should tell us about Vanny. What is the stuff with her that you've seen so far? And well, first, give us some context
on who she is.
No, like how far you are, because I don't think you've done the.
I haven't done all the endings.
Secret ending.
All I've done is just I left the pizzeria and I did it, and it was a bad ending. Remember, this is the spoiler part. This is your fault if you're actually still watching it and you want to play it.
Oh yeah, it's too late.
It's too late at this point.
You're in the middle of this.
Basically, she's like a night guard that will walk around, and she's like the stat bots. If you get caught by her, she'll immediately have an animatronic come. Like, you will know when her presence is there, because, like, unlike the other animatronics, your screen will start fuzzing, and it'll play, like, really tense music. And the thing is that if you hide, she literally, if she doesn't see you hide, she will literally catch you. You literally have to run.
Oh, that kind of makes more sense, because, like, humans have more senses than robots do.
Yeah. Okay, what's your next question?
All right.
Don't follow the story!
Well, what is there left to cover? What do you think? Is there...
Probably more gameplay. I haven't told you anything.
All right. So this is where we'll probably have our people who did not want the spoilers to return to the video. They can come back now. Y'all, you didn't want spoilers? You can come back. You can come back now. Welcome back. So we talked about some story stuff, but now we want to talk a little bit more
about the game,
about some gameplay stuff. So I noticed that you can go in, you can like hop into Freddy, and he's like a mech suit. That looks cool. Tell me how epic that is.
Okay. You mean you want me to tell you how it works?
Yeah, tell me how that works and how epic it is.
So, like, you can tap, like, a certain button. It depends on what system you're playing. For Xbox, it's LB. Once you press that, Freddy, if he's in close enough range, which is pretty far, and if he's in, if you're in an area that he can be in, he'll run to you, and you can actually tap X and jump inside him. And you'll basically be able to control him. And it's kind of like... For some reason, just every time I do it and I give it from animatronic, it just reminds me of Among Us. It's like, you just get in the suit and they don't know that you're in there, so they'll actually say stuff like, make sure to find them, Freddy, you always find the kids and stuff.
So the animatronics will interact with you.
Yeah, and you can like walk around, but the thing is that you have limited battery on them, and it's very fast, so you don't have much time to be in them. And they're like charge stations around the place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, charge them up and stuff.
Yeah. It runs out of batteries, kind of what you're getting at.
Yeah.
You know,
it runs out of them double A's.
It runs out of them double A's, boy.
And, cool thing, I already talked about this, but I think it's really cool, full voice acting. And, like, while you're running around, they will actually, like, fully voice act. It's just so cool. It's new. And they'll talk and be like... I'm gonna find you. It just adds to like the creepiness to it.
Yeah. What are your final thoughts? What are your concluding thoughts about this game?
I think it's a good game. It's not bad, but it's also not like the best FNAF in the series. Like if I could recommend any FNAF game, I would go Help Wanted. Still, probably.
Yeah. So you'd say it's still the better Five Nights at Freddy's game.
Yeah, and also. Who doesn't like Glitch Trap? I mean, I'm like, man, he's cool and all, but...
But that Glitch Trap, though.
Yeah, Glitch Trap, no.
He was pretty cool. I remember him.
He didn't talk, but Vanny does talk. I forgot to say that.
That's cool, too.
She only says one line, though.
Oh.
It's, are you having fun yet? I forgot to tell you, this is like the first time FNAF has actually had like a really good soundtrack.
No, is it like super good?
It's like super like, it's like heavy metal 80s. When you're like in a certain area, like when you get in the room that's really hard, oh my gosh, the music when you start activating like the levers is like, it's like, let's go. It's actually like good, like I want to listen to it again. And when you get chased, it's again different, it's not heavy metal, but when you get chased it's like really tension, like a lot of tension is built up, and I'm like, if I don't make it to the high spot, I'm goat meat. If I gave it a score out of 10, now I'm just gonna say real quick how I do these scores. I do it just like Gage does. I consider 5 half bad, half good. Yeah. So just think of that as
kind of like a middle of the road.
I would give it probably an 8. Probably give it an 8 out of 10, guys.
An 8?
Yeah, it's just my personal opinion. You can't say anything about it in the comments.
No, I'm dying. I have hiccups now. That's not good. I think we're gonna wrap it up for now. Hopefully this video was entertaining for you all. Hopefully it was maybe somewhat informative.
Like, I recommend it, to be honest.
It's recommended. If you are a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, this is for you. You might like it. It sounds like it has some performance problems.
But other than that, though, like, it's pretty good. Like, it's not bad.
But anyways, guys, I think that's all we're going to cover in today's video. Thank y'all for watching. Comment down below if you've played Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Are you, now that it's out on Xbox Series X, are you gonna try picking it up and playing it? If you have already,
give us your review on it. Like, give us your score.
Yeah, just give a score. Give your thoughts below if you have. If you're interested, go right ahead. That'd be cool. That'd be really awesome. We would be so happy to see what y'all have to say about the game down below. But with all that being said, this has been Gabriel's review of Five Nights at Freddy's. But with all that being said, I'll catch you on the next one. God bless.
Help Wanted's better.
We're going to be talking about Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach today. It's so bad. I need to stop.
Gage.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna throw up.
You're like, it was so high pitched. And you die. You're like.
No, stop. It's coming, guys.
This is a blooper.
I'm not gonna be able to finish filming. Oh.
You're like.
I'm not making this up. I promise. Oh.
With all that being said, got it. And don't forget to sub.
I just wanted to record the opening again.
I love you.